Yo, what's up, everybody? I want to jump on here. I don't do recordings typically, but I talk to so many different people every day, different days. But this one should probably cover everybody. And I know some of you get extremely busy, so you don't have an opportunity to reach out to me. So I'm just going to do this for everybody, all my friends and family. I'm going to try to help out because we're in an extremely volatile cryptocurrency market right now, and you know a lot of people don't know how to navigate. So what you see behind me here is a fear and greed index right there. And typically in the market, when we are in the extreme fear stage of the market, people get disinterested in cryptocurrency. They stop trying to invest. And actually, this is the best time to be investing in crypto. This is where the stuff is on like Black Friday type sales. So I'm going to give you guys some tips, and I'm going to do something that I've never done before publicly, and I'm going to reveal the stew folio. And the reason I'm going to reveal that is because I want you guys to see uh, that even though we're in a down market, you can still make money in this market. I've had several iterations of my cryptocurrency portfolio over the last year or so, and I've had everything from fully mostly all metaverse and gaming tokens and stuff. And I've moved stuff around a whole lot depending on market conditions. And so, since we are in this bear cycle right now, I just want to make sure that people know what type of assets I'm currently in because I'm still making money even when the market is down. I'm not making as much as I was before, and I was at one point close to, realizing a dream that I have and market turn. But that's the time when we're in extreme fear in the market that you're supposed to be making the moves that I'm going to be showing you in just a few minutes here. So I'm representing for my team since I'm getting on here on my first recording that I'm putting out here for everybody. And there we go. That's a little bit better. I love my team, so got to represent. For all y'all haters out there, I don't really care. I'm an Alabama fan all year round. So when I do my videos, I'm going to be on here with Alabama. So anyway, here we go. I'll be sharing my screen with you, talking about some crypto stuff and stuff that you don't understand. I'll be probably creating other videos to dig a little deeper. I'm just going to give you kind of a global 30,000-foot view for right now. So let me go ahead and share the screen. All right, so hopefully y'all can see this. And it looks like I am still recording. Just making myself a little bigger over here. There we go. All right. So what you see on this screen, I'm on a website called CoinMarketCap. My funds are not at risk by showing them to you. I keep my stuff stored in a hardware wallet that is in a fireproof and waterproof safe that I keep near me at all times. So what you see here is just an iteration of what I hold on the blockchain. Um, and I'll be going over different elements of this particular portfolio because I have a few. Two that you see here are the stew folio, which we're going to be going over. I will not be showing you this degenerative risk portfolio because that's my money that I play around with and try for moonshots on different plays. And I will never show that because I don't want to be the responsibility of anybody getting wrecked in this market because they will wreck you on some of this stuff. So here we go. In this portfolio, as you can see up here, it's actually doing pretty well right now. I have stuff allocated roughly in my most prominent coins, close to 20% in each thing. And where I put my more riskier plays, it's a smaller percentage of the portfolio. That's the way it should always be. I don't invest in Bitcoin itself because Bitcoin in this cycle is projected to probably only go up to $100,000. So that would only be a 2x, two times whatever you invest in it. And so I'm trying to get, multiples on my investments, and I'll tell you about those as we go along. So in this portfolio, what you see here first, which is one of my top assets, and it vacillates back and forth between Phantom and Luna, but right now Phantom is the top asset in my portfolio. Um, and as you can see here, I got a bunch of them, but the reason that I hold Phantom's been on a tear recently, and it's pretty volatile, but I like getting free money. And so with the Phantom ecosystem, what you see here is not the reflection of how much Phantom I actually have because I split it up into different protocols that are on that ecosystem. So you can pair your Phantom with other coins and yield farm, something called yield farming, and I'll have to do a different video to go over that type of stuff. But basically, it creates passive income. You make money, you wake up, when if the thing goes on a tear, like it did the other day, and you wake up to 12, $15,000 more if your portfolio is this size, or if you have a smaller portfolio, you may wake up to a few $100s more. Either way, you're generating money with no effort. You have to still know a little bit of the fundamentals, and some sites are riskier than others. But the Phantom ecosystem is one where it generates very decent passive income on a couple of different sites that I use to do that. Another play that I have, which is the second one in my portfolio, and as you see, Phantom is 18%, Luna is around 18%. Terra Luna is an ecosystem that the CEO is a genius. There's a lot of venture capital money, and I tend to follow the money. Uh, it's a little bit different now than it used to be, where they had these 4-year cycles, and Bitcoin was kind of predictable to a certain extent. So you knew some stuff was going to happen, but um, last year I started kind of wondering if that was going to happen based on how much institutional involvement was coming into the market, and because they manipulate crap all the time in the regular stock market. So once they're getting involved in crypto, you want all of that extra money coming into the market, but with that extra money comes a little bit of power that they have to manipulate things. And it doesn't take a lot of money to manipulate the cryptocurrency market because number one, it's smaller than the stock market, but also just like I have these assets tied up in Phantom, locked in as I yield and make passive income. Now I can remove them, but that's considered part of the total value lock. So that's not in circulation in the market. So when you have less money in circulation, it takes less money to manipulate the little money that is circulating around in the market. And now that you got these billionaires coming into cryptocurrency, they can make the market tank like they do consistently now and try to shake out weak hands. I'm in it for the long run. So I'm not a weak hand. I'm, in this to change my life and hopefully to help change some of y'all lives. So Luna's ecosystem, Luna is phenomenal token that I'm in, and it's a layer one, uh, maybe a layer two. I'm not sure. I don't get into that stuff, but I try to stay on layer ones and layer twos during bear cycles or bear markets because they recover faster when stuff goes down. And when they recover, they tend to do better than all of the other kind of crap coins and get back to their all-time highs. They're more predictable in that sense. So you can make a lot of money moving stuff around based on market conditions. So Luna is a deflationary asset, just like Bitcoin. There's only 21 million Bitcoins in existence that were made when Satoshi made them. So every time somebody buys new Bitcoin, not just trading Bitcoin, but buys new Bitcoin, they reduce the supply. And because there's still great demand, there's even greater demand now because the and all of this greater adoption that's occurring. Luna tends to go up in price because of that, because they are tied to an algorithmic stable coin, and they have a burning mechanism that reduces the supply. And I'll do a whole separate video of that at some point to explain that to you a little bit more in depth. But basically, it's reducing the supply of Luna, and so the price gets extremely volatile at times and goes up. Now it'll come down, but it's been put to the test, and it's been able to hold its peg, and that'll be explained at a later time. and it's not that risky of an asset to be in, especially when you're trying to recover during the bear market. Um, and just to give you a little bit of background of why I'm so confident in the stuff that I'm doing, I've been in crypto for a minute. When I was in it before, I wasn't really investing like I am now. I was being given crypto as part of my payments. I used to work with Momentum Studio. Shout out to Momentum. We had to go our separate ways. I'm doing some other stuff right now. But when I was working with them as the business development director, I um, was able to create a system of evaluating uh, projects, cryptocurrency projects back in 2017, 2018, right before crypto winter. And what we did is, I would give them a grade based on a system that I created uh, after evaluating the white papers to see if they were ready to go make money overseas. And so at that point, our vice president, Kenji, shout out to Kenji, love you, man, love Dallas. I'm sorry we had to part ways, but things happen, and hope y'all are still doing well. I know y'all are killing it. I see some of the deals that y'all are making online. So, but Kenji would take these people overseas to make money, and so I'm indirectly responsible for helping raise 5 point something billion in funds, uh, sending people to raise money for their ICO projects. Now, ICO projects aren't really a thing anymore. Crypto winter happened in 2018, and the entire market went to hell in a handbasket. So but that was a time to make money, but I wasn't really into trading. I was just getting free crypto as payments, and I got some in the portfolio that, is sitting there. And Ethereum was extremely cheap back then. I wish I would have had the foresight to load up on that crap back then, because it was, I remember Dallas was giving me Ethereum like Tic Tacs, like, yo, you need to use this for the gas fees to move this somewhere or send this to this person or whatever. So, I didn't understand the significance back then, that I do now. Once I changed my mindset to this mindset of trying to change my life and family and friends' lives, I took a deep dive, and that's why I started getting really good at what I'm doing. And anybody that knows me knows that once I put my mind to something and decide that I'm going to be an expert at it, I do usually do pretty well. So anyway, getting back to the Stu Folio here, just giving you a little background on my crypto history. I've been in this for a while, so that's why I hold on to certain assets, because I use my own system that I use to grade those ICOs, to grade these projects and see which ones I would like to invest in, and then I also am willing to take risks. So Luna, deflationary asset is going to keep the supply of Luna is going to keep decreasing over time. And just like when Bitcoin started out for pennies, you see where Bitcoin is now. It's at 50. Well, we had the all-time high of 60 some thousand right now. Let me see. Where is Bitcoin? Bitcoin, I have to move this over just for a second. Bitcoin's trading at 36,000 right now. So imagine if you were in 2017 or 2018 and got into Bitcoin, and you just put like $100 in and you just set it and forget it. Happened to my son, except he had Ethereum, and he only had one, but he had a $179 Ethereum back a couple of years ago. And when we started talking and chatting about crypto last year, I said, hey, let me see how many Ethereum you got, and he didn't know how many he had, wish he had more, but he had one, and it was worth over $4,000. It's like a 3,000 some percent increase from what it was worth at the time. And he had forgot it was even in there. So holding is the best strategy for all of crypto. You have people who trade like me who are trying to actively grow their portfolios, but if you just have extra money, and it doesn't have to be a lot, and you invest in some very sound projects, and then just leave it alone, don't think about it. Most fundamentally sound projects are going to go up and to the right. They're going to keep on gaining in value over time. It's when you try to time the market, and when you're doing stuff and you're trying to trade and you haven't really learned fundamentals, or you're listening to your favorite YouTuber or something like that, that people end up getting wrecked. So I'm not out here to save the world. I'm just trying to help out some friends and family, and anybody else that wants to listen to this video is fine. I'm not trying to monetize anything on YouTube and stuff. I've done that before. Uh, just not interested in just keeping up with that stuff. I'm doing this right here all the time. I have alerts set up that wake me up if I need to be awakened because they trade overseas, daylight over there, and they're trading while we're sleeping and the market gets affected. Cryptocurrency is 24/7. So, I'm moving all the time in this lane. So anyway, that's why I have Luna here and at between number 1 and 2 in my portfolio. Let me move this back up here a little bit. Number 3 is this FTX token. Now, what's so phenomenal about this one is there is a 29-year-old guy who created this exchange, the FTX exchange, named Sam Bankman-Friedman. And he's just a regular guy like you and me. He didn't even get in crypto early like a lot of people did. He just figured out a way to use arbitrage, and we'll go over that at some other point in the future too. But he used arbitrage, which is basically, the price of something in one place is higher in another place, so you buy it in a lower place and you trade it at the other place, and you're making money based on something being valued differently on different exchanges. That was one of the ways where he was just stacking his bags and compounding it, and he became a billionaire, multi-billionaire, youngest under 30. He did it faster than Zuckerberg, I think. So he created this exchange, and I think what's so phenomenal about this one is the adoption, the mass adoption that's happening. I mean, Steph Curry hit a it looked like a three-pointer. I'm not sure what it was, but he hit a shot at the end of the most recent game at the buzzer. And when they ran to celebrate, they celebrated over the FTX logo. And they got their name on an arena down in Miami. I mean, they're doing the thing, and he's a billionaire, multi-billionaire, knows how to make money. So, I have every confidence that this token is going to just keep on going up. And, I'll give you examples at some other point. So yeah, so I invested in this FTX token. It's an exchange token. So, as projects go into the market, uh, where do they go? They go to the exchanges here to trade and use leverage and all that different stuff. And some exchange tokens have done extremely well. This one has been doing very well for me. This recent market pullback, but as you can see here, looking at it, everything else is red, and it's picking up and moving. So these layer ones and layer twos tend to move faster than your favorite meme coins. Sorry, Doge, but they move faster when the market is recovering during a bear market. And we are in a confirmed bear market because of what Bitcoin has done and has been doing. Now, whether it's going to last for 2 years like the normal bear market does, nobody knows that because it's different now. There's institutional investors in here. Um, there's big money players, and they can make it last as shorter as long as they want to. But the thing is they want to shake you and me out of it. That's why there's that extreme fear in the market. There we go. Extreme fear. That fear and greed index is the key to let you know that when it's very fearful in the market, that's when you should be planning and buying. And greed at that point, when everybody's aping in, your auntie and uncles and grandma done heard about crypto and they're putting multiple ads online, that's when, you bail people like me out. We're ready to get out at that time when it goes back over to this side over here. When it gets over there, I'm looking at y'all like, okay, y'all have at it, because it's not going to keep going up forever, and you won't get those gains that I got when I bought in when it was way down here. So I monitor the fear and greed index along with multiple other things that I monitor as part of my daily ritual. But yeah, so FTX token is going to be going up, and when the market starts recovering, and all of y'all start buying in, if you're not buying in now, uh, this coin is going to be going up like it has done in the past.